up, y'all, and welcome back to Common Sense, where common minds come together because
common sense ain't common and no longer are good raps, or are they? Because with the impending, the big three are getting old. Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole. We just had a Drake album just drop. And so it kind of makes you wonder, where would hip hop be, or where will hip hop be when these three leave? So that's the topic of the day. So let's get right to it. Okay, now Deandra. Now that the big three have all dropped their albums, some J. Cole said that's gonna be his last one. Drake shows hints of this being one of his last albums on Iceman. Where do you think rap kind of would stand without the three of them? Well, Kendrick dropped GNX too, but yeah.
honestly, I do think that they are a huge staple, especially I'm just gonna be honest here. We have the cream of the crop, right? When it comes to hip hop, in my opinion, I feel like there will never be another trio like this again, as far as the state of hip hop. But with well due respect to all of the very talented artists that we have, I think the impending doom is already among us in the hip hop sector, because I believe when certain things as far as popularity and marketing and monetization was prioritized, that is when, marketing has always been a part of music, right? I don't want to say that magically became a part of it, right? But I feel like that became the sole prioritization of music, and that is when, in my opinion, the value or the substance that we used to have in hip hop started to decrease. And so I would say we're still gonna have some of those great artists, like for example, I would say JID, Rhapsody, Tierra Whack, Little Sims, Benny the Butcher, people such as that. I'm just naming off a few just off the top of the dome.
And not to cut you off, but I think you're just trying to say that there was so much more variety as far as other cast of characters that may have not been a part of the big three, but they were very talented as far as the rap game goes. To me, that's where you kind of get your Big Sean's, your Wale's.
Right.
Although those rappers are really good, you start to see less and less of those,
Right.
or just less artists that you can kind of go back to and still listen to their whole albums.
Or we have
afterwards.
those artists, but they aren't as marketed, or
That's true.
aren't as valued as the people who make the fast food music. And honestly, the fast food music is what has also made the decrease in hip hop as well, in my opinion. What do you think?
I think the fast food rap, it depends on what you call fast food rap. I think it's kind of a time and place for everything. Because
Right.
honestly, that's where you get a lot of these discussions about who can rap inside of the whole big three thing. Because I feel like there's a certain place and time and place that you listen to Drake,
Right.
Kendrick, J. Cole, and that's a whole lot of artists. And what we may think is fast food rap, others may think as that's what real rap is.
Because
Some
music
people
is
subjective. So you see the Lil Yachty's, you see what he's done with Concrete. Some people may think that's fast food rap, but to other people, that's just good music. Some people may think Future is fast food rap, but that's kind of just the way he's cultivated his sound
Right.
into something else.
This may be a hot take. And again, music is subjective, but in my personal opinion, I believe there is a standard of music. Like, you know what I'm saying? We know what good music is and what bad music is. Now, we live in a society where no one can really be critiqued, and everyone's kind of sensitive.
Right.
So there is no baseline. And plus, on social media, everybody can share their opinion. So there will never, ever, ever be a baseline as to what is good and what is bad. Because what people say is
Because the
bad.
goalpost continues to shift.
Right. So with that being said, in my personal opinion, I believe that there is a standard of what makes a good song and what makes a bad song. And when I was talking about fast food music, and that's where marketability comes in the hand. Now these labels are valuing like memeable songs, TikTok dances. What song is gonna go viral in the next couple
Y'all
of
was
days?
all screaming mustard 2 years ago. We didn't forget. Go ahead.
But songs that are gonna basically be viral
Right.
and that are gonna hit for the moment. They're more catchy, you know what I'm saying, more repetitive. And to me, that is what has taken down the quality of hip hop.
But when you say some of your favorite artists kind of did that to start off with, like when you look at the 2016 Cypher, you think of Uzi, you think of 21, you think of Kodak. Those are kind of guys that kind of also are repeating what they're saying a lot too, though.
That is true, but like I said, there's a standard of what is good and what is bad.
Okay.
Right? Now, I do believe, even though I love me some Lil Uzi Vert,
Yeah.
all right? I love, like, that double XL class
Yeah.
was probably the last good double XL class. If we can count a little bit after that,
Yeah.
but really
maybe like
that
2018, but yeah. I get
But
what you're
after
saying.
that, it
Yeah.
was like, it was done. So I think that kind of shows.
Can you name anybody on the XXL Cypher right now? I know when I saw Saucy Santana, it was over. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, I can't get with his music. But like I was saying, like we can tell when music is good and when music is bad. But it seemed like past a certain point, even then, from that point on, music did start to decline. But I guess we just now, to me, it's really at an all-time low than it's ever been. But you can make repetitive or catchy music, but it can still be a good song. Now we're not even focused on making good songs.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
more of like shock value. Like when I listen to
shock value.
When I listen to any Sexy Red clip of a song, because I'm not listening to the whole Sexy Red songs, but when I listen to a clip, it's what she says and how crazy it is. And it's also, I mean, and she could be a good person like outside of being an artist. That's why a lot of people like rocking with her. But like when you see Chris Brown and Drake have her on their album, it's just like, y'all are veterans in the game thinking y'all need to do that, and I think that's interesting.
It shows what's popular.
Yeah, it is.
It shows what is on the rise. When we look at trap music, it's literally in the name, right? So like you're literally trapping with the music. And as you said, there's a place and time for everything. But while that has become the new mainstream of hip hop, the people that we named before who are very talented and actually put passion into it, you could say that the trapping music doesn't usually have any passion behind it.
Well, I think that also is leading to the death of albums too. I think that has kind of led to rap kind of dwindling away because you miss some of that storytelling, that cohesiveness in a 16-song track. Can you talk about the same thing without making it sound the same and actually have a narrative to what you're saying? And you start to see less and less and less of that. Like even this last Drake album, Iceman, yes, I feel like it was kind of heavily concentrated on the beef and his kind of get back from that. But at the same time though, you could honestly say this was like a playlist instead of an album. You could say that for a lot of people. I would say the same thing with GNX. GNX sounds like a playlist. Look, J. Cole's the only one who dropped the album out of the big three, I'm sorry. But I'm just
Music is subjective.
but I'm just saying, like, that's what you see from a lot more artists. You don't see a lot of cohesive albums about the same thing but making it sound different.
But that goes back to the labels like valuing that fast food music and value.
Because that's what people are listening to.
Right,
So that's what the customer's listening to.
And
you can't change it.
Right, and they value the marketability of it. So now the artists are pressured to make that type of music.
Yeah.
So it's like, let's make these quick singles and then just throw them on the album versus taking time to make an actual like put together album. And like we were talking about media literacy, that is a part of the decline in hip hop.
That's true.
Because now, you know, some people can't sit there and listen to lyricism. They get bored or they don't understand.
Or attention span. TikTok has killed attention spans as well. So like, honestly, if you don't get somebody's ear in the first 15 seconds of your song, it's getting skipped. No matter how good or how much effort you put in it. I even catch myself doing that sometimes. Like, if this first 10, 15 seconds don't sound good, we on to the next song. There's so much music out there. It's an oversaturation of rap going on as well.
And if you can't read, I know. I'm like being serious. Have y'all seen the TikTok videos where people are holding up cards telling them to read something and they can't read basic words, or they can't, if they get to a word they don't know how to enunciate or they know how to pronounce it or read it.
But kind of going back to what you said about just the big three in general, I think it needs to be more highlighted. I know they're all pent up against each other now in this society, but I think, like you said, they're the cream of the crop. I don't know any three people in any genre who have dominated their genre as long as those three have. I think from 2010, honestly, to probably 2025 and maybe now, J. Cole, Kendrick, and Drake have ran the rap game.
Right, whether
literally.
It was like at the same time or like rotating.
It's always
each of them
been there.
always had like either the top of the pyramid, basically.
And when they drop a song,
or Future.
Yeah.
Future is the outlier that was kind of like there, I would say, because he's also put in the discussion for the Mount Rushmore,
right,
for our like age group. But
everyone talks about it. Every time they drop something, everyone talks about it. And so, with that being said, who would be your candidates to kind of step into those shoes once, they all retire?
So, again, this is my opinion as to who I think could take their spot. But if we're talking about realistically with the times we live in, there's a difference between who I think talent-wise could take the helm or marketability.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with JID.
Okay.
Rhapsody.
Okay. Interesting.
Yes. I think.
So female rap is gonna have a revolution. If
no, but that's why I said there's a difference.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to say is, I think these people, talent-wise, could absolutely take over the scene.
Right.
But I'm not sure if the landscape of the music industry will allow them to.
Okay.
And so I was gonna say JID, Samara Sin, Rhapsody, Benny the Butcher. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of like going off of the top of my head. I think that honestly, everybody from Dreamville could do it. Honestly, I think Earth. I think Earth. Obviously, you know what I'm saying. Earth Gang, the Bill. Earth Gang, Boz, Omen, Loot. I think everybody from Dreamville could honestly be monsters in the hip hop scene. But those are just to name a couple for me. Lil Sims as well. I forgot about her and Tierra Whack. But you can go ahead.
To me, when I think of the superstar, to me that in my opinion will take over a little bit after the big three leaves, to me it's Tyler the Creator. I think when you look at everything he's done as far as albums, the creativity, the growth of Tyler the Creator, especially in that LA market, I think he is definitely going to be the next. I mean, he's already a big thing with Camp Flog Dog and everything that he has going on, but now I feel like it kind of would put him in the centerpiece. I do think JID as well, because I mean, both of his albums, his two latest albums got nominated for Grammys, so he's definitely in that upper echelon. My only thing with JID is, will he be able to like break through completely? Because JID could also get lost in those categories of, I don't want to say like, maybe like the G Herbos and people like that at the same time. Not to say that they're not good, but they're in a certain category, not being able to break through the whole time. That's
because JID definitely rides the line. I think he definitely, like, you can listen to him and tell he's different. Yeah. But to the what's the word I'm looking for?
The common ear.
Yeah, to the common ear. That's the best way, the best possible way to put it.
Somebody who doesn't necessarily always listen to lyrical rap or trap rap. Yeah.
They would kind of be a little bit lost, you know? Or I feel like, or even like, JID is from Atlanta, and I feel like part of the reasons why he's so underrated in my book is because there's so much he does to put on for Atlanta, but nobody from Atlanta acknowledges it.
If it ain't Future or Young Thug,
right?
Or Lil Baby or Gunna,
he's so different. So that's what makes me think like he's underrated in my book, but in the same sense, like he's so talented. But I just feel like for him to be from Atlanta, I'm surprised that Atlanta has not like
try to put him on.
More than they have. Yeah. Specifically because, in a world where you have Young Thug like going to jail and everybody going to jail, and not really putting any passion into it. He is one of
like
the
he should
few
be
artists.
the headliner for the Atlanta Falcons
Yes.
and the Atlanta Hawks. Like he should be.
That's
He should
just
be.
me.
He did the song with Frosted Flakes too. So I mean,
Right.
there's definitely.
And y'all
room.
let oh my God, what's the song with Sierra and Earth Gang, Escape?
Yeah.
Y'all let that flop.
They did. Atlanta was supposed to show out for that.
Y'all was supposed
They were
to
supposed to
show
show
out for that.
That
I can't
was-
believe that y'all just let that.
That was supposed to be the next surround sound for him.
Right,
Yeah, that was supposed to be
like-
like y'all supposed to get in the skating ring. Y'all supposed to get a cascade.
Right.
And y'all supposed to go
Y'all supposed to go
crazy. Y'all supposed to go crazy.
Y'all let that just pass
Yeah.
y'all by.
But the other question I was gonna ask you is like, we say like rap is trending down.
Mm-hmm.
What? Because is it us just getting old? Is that part of it as well? Because
That may be a part of
people
it.
would say, because some artists would say rap isn't going anywhere. It's just as vibrant as it was. And to those people, I mean, you can't really tell them no, it's not. I mean, because it's coming listening to their
subjective.
ears. But you know what I'm saying? When you see one artist we didn't name because we don't really listen to this artist was NBA YoungBoy. He has a gigantic fan base. It's undeniable.
Right.
Whether it's safe to go to his concerts, I don't know. But it's undeniable that his fan base is there.
Is it safe to go to
You know
his
what I'm saying?
concerts?
He has a
I would
huge
not
fan
go.
base to do that. So how long do you think it would be before you stopped listening to current rap and probably only listen to the things that you've heard before?
It kind of has already happened. Low key. I mean, like, I literally only listen to like my artists that I've known. Like if J. Cole, Drake, or Kendrick drop something, I'll listen to it.
Yeah.
You know, if Rhapsody, JID, if my favorites, the people that I know, drop something, I'm definitely gonna listen
But
to
you're
it.
not just out looking for necessarily new music from new artists. every
No,
time.
like if I come across it and I hear it, then I'm like, okay, because I'm not gonna lie, I've come across some like
Interesting artists for
I've
sure.
come across some interesting artists, and you know, I've listened to their music. But as far as like avidly going out to search for it, I'm not, because I've tried it. Like I'm not that type of person that's gonna critique something and I haven't listened to it or I haven't seen it. I've heard enough of it to where it's like I can already tell whether I'm not gonna like it just off of the first like minute, 30 seconds to a minute. It's like, okay, a lot of these beats are recycled. A lot of these phrases are recycled. These hooks are very repetitive.
Up in that 30 like stuff, huh?
Oh my God. Can we leave Steph Curry? Can we leave Steph Curry out of rap lyrics?
Filling arenas like Gilbert Arenas.
Oh my gosh, please. Can we stop? Like any sports references at this point, y'all gonna need to come up with something a little bit more different. If I hear shooting like Steph Curry one more time, if I hear I'm the king like LeBron, or I'm not leaving the game like LeBron or whatever, and I'm being fair because J. Cole is my favorite rapper of all time, and even he has used some of this stuff.
Word.
So you can tell like I'm trying to like really be, I'm sick and tired of the sports reference bars. I'm really sick and tired of it.
I mean, I feel like it depends. We should use other players at this
Or
point.
cooking like Chef Curry.
Yeah, chef in the kitchen, you know. But beyond the American education system, y'all, I just want
It's a part of it. I'm telling you, it's a part of it.
we definitely want to know what you think as well about the state of rap, especially after the big three retire. Who are some of your favorite artists that you would like to see take that step up and kind of take over the game and step in those shoes of the big three? And if you think maybe it's an artist that a lot of us haven't even heard of yet, make sure you put them down in the comment section as well. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the video. Deandra, you got anything?
No, not necessarily. Just like the video, share with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you guys later.
Oh, and let us know, out of the big three, who do you think had the best album? All right, Common Sense out.